So here we are at the Wyong Field Day. It's a good turnout this year. This is the undercover vendor region where pretty much all the commercial stuff is, but the homebrew group is also here. I'll go around and take some video of the bench and my 555 projects and everyone else's projects that are there. It's raining at the moment, so the junkyard sales, most people are still out there braving the rain to get their bargains. I managed to pick up some very nice variable capacitors that will no doubt be featured in a project very soon. JCars is here as usual. Lots of helicopters this year and lots of power transformers. Power transformers for $1 each or 50 cents each if you buy an entire box, which, well, the box costs $20, so it's 40 transformers, you can barely lift it. But they're selling quite well. Some steak sandwiches, Westlakes, most of the clubs represented here today. Lots of valves this year, many more vacuum tubes than in previous years. I don't know if everyone's suddenly decided to sell up their stock or what's going on. I always like to see the Radio Museum guys. They have wonderful old transceivers and equipment. You can see some in here. If you ever have the chance to go to the Wyong Museum, you definitely should. It's wonderful. And here's some really old gear. Isn't it beautiful? And right next to it, not the latest and greatest, but certainly much more along the evolutionary scale from these pioneering units. Here we go. Work of art as well as engineering. Wonderful stuff. It's quite a mast. Of course is the bistro and carvery where everyone comes for a snack. More than just the geeky goodness of this place is the opportunity to catch up with old friends, people that you haven't seen for years, maybe people that you've never actually met. They come from different states and you can meet them for the first time in a lot of cases. It's a nice looking steak, a load of onions, smells wonderful. Weather stations seem to be a big deal this year too. There is almost half of JCar's display here is broken weather stations. G'day. No, mate.
I went to get the car and bring the car closer.
Sorry, mate. ProTech is here as usual. They do some great second-hand test equipment of all shapes and sizes. ATRC, M-Tron, and of course Andrews. Alright, let's brave the rain and go up and see if there's any good junk left. It's thinned out a bit. Looks like most of the good stuff has been sold, and the vendors that didn't have a way to protect themselves from the rain have all checked out by the look of it. There's still some diehards here with tarps. I like the umbrellas. Plenty of old computers. Screwdriver antenna guys. There you go, free advertising. Wall warts, plug packs galore. These gentlemen, I bought something off earlier. Old transistor tester. I actually have the same model at home, and I thought I'd buy another one for old time's sake. $5, can't argue. I think back in the 80s when I originally bought mine, it cost 35 or something from Tandy. So you wait long enough, everything becomes $5. Actually, speaking about that, it's getting towards the time here where most people start making a move, which is when the vendors get somewhat desperate to not have to carry this stuff home, and prices tend to get somewhat cheaper. It's always a good time for a bargain. If the really good bargains obviously go early in the morning when they're snapped up, but the hard to move items quite often become a bargain towards the end of the day, particularly isolation transformers or anything that's a bit massy that no one wants to carry home. This bloke has some interesting tools, some old Stanley planes that were quite beautiful. Looks like he sold them. Lots of fans. People still coming in, oddly enough. Costs $12 entry this year. It's not too bad. The car park was actually full when I got here, so I think the turnout this year might have been a bit better than last year. In previous years it had dwindled a little bit, but it looks like it's right back up again, which is a good thing. It'd be a terrible thing if this hobby faded as people obviously pass on as they get older. I guess I'm one of the newer breed of younger people that are interested in this. But obviously, you know, I'm in my 30s. It's good to see some of the young scouts here as well. These gentlemen, I bought some variable capacitors from earlier. Bought an entire box with some very beautiful units. It's familiar junk. We see that junk, well, treasure, depending on your point of view, just about every meeting that we have at Dural. Very nice vacuum capacitor there for $50. Someone might pick up a bargain there. Don't think it's particularly high capacitance though, looking at its physical size. $40, he's dreaming, come on. Look at this, an Aldous light. How awesome is that?
You're good.
You're good, eh?
Yeah, 2-1. I got 2-1-3. Yeah, I wanted
Oh, yeah.
Grinding stuff?
That was the only one you could find. So.
Ooh, big taps. Pretty rusty though. Big CRT. Current clamp. These gents don't have many meters this year. I had lots of moving coil meters the year before, and I bought quite a few. Not too many in serviceable condition this year. This is held here at the racecourse. There's lectures going on. I think unfortunately I missed the particular lecture I was interested in. Out here checking out the junk. I'd also think about getting some lunch before I leave. I came up here with Peter, BKT TPM, who was kind enough to provide me with transport. It's about an hour and a half, I suppose, trip up the coast. Freeway makes it quite quick. Alright, let's head back down into the vendor area and see what we can find. St. George on the radio. Yasu, obviously Yasu always has a big presence in the sun. This is my group, homebrew table. Got some component sales this year. And down here is my little neck of the woods. A bit of a choke point here. It's not as good a placement as we normally get. In past days, in past times we've got a better place than this. As you can see, lots of homebrew projects. This is quite impressive. It's a Trimble time source. Alright, let's go upstairs. Sometimes they have...
I'll do when I get around to that.
This is wire stand. Let's see. This is the actual race course. Up here in the top level. Over here. Segway. That's a new one. Haven't seen one of them here before. Yeah. Cheese and pickles and beer kind of thing. The ATV stand I always like to see. Oh. See all kinds of technical information, circuit diagrams. Camera.
Here is what you need to do is
modulators, transmitters.
What are you selling here?
Ladies generally have their craft here. Hot plants this year. Had some very nice knitted stuff last year. Oh, I'm getting peckish. I think I might head down and find some food. So Lara?
The MSJ noise cancelling, which is the same sort of thing.
It's WIA. They always have great books. Every year I end up spending a lot on the latest books. It's always fun. In fact, I'm going to turn off the camera and have a bit of a browse. Okay, I'm proud of myself. I did not buy the Microwave Projects book, although I very much wanted to. See if I can find Peter. It looks like there's no lectures going on at the moment. He hasn't called me. So you can hear it's getting more desperate. JCar is $5 for anything. Ooh, it's going to $4 now. They got to get rid of it all. They don't want to carry it back.